Hello students, welcome to my channel Crack Competitive. In last session we have learned blood relation in reasoning. Today we are moving into a new subject as I promised that I will have lessons on quants as well as maths, whatever you say, reasoning and English. So today I'm starting my first class on quants. Today I have taken a very common chapter and also basic chapter which is also very important as if you know this chapter, you can solve another chapters also. Today I will start with ratio and proportion. As you can see, this ratio and proportion chapter is important for the whole arithmetic, even in algebra, and also you can implement in on trigonometry too. This is a very first chapter, and you have to know some basics about ratio and proportion so that you can solve other problems related to this. Because you will find many rational figures in profit and loss, in age, in average, also in time and work, train and distance. Whatever chapter do you take, ratio and proportion is a part of those chapters. Okay. First you have to understand what is ratio. You know this chapter has two words, ratio and proportion, right? So what does this ratio mean? Ratio means differentiation or distribution, or you can also call it as division. Understand? Ratio means division actually, partition actually. You may have seen that if two friends come into a business, you will see that they invest in several ratio. As you can say, opens a business, Ram and Jodhu open a business, and they have their share in 2:3. This is the figure which is known as ratio. 2:3. This this symbol is also called ratio. Okay, 2:3. You can also tell ratio as 2/3, the same thing. So you can see that ratio is a division or distribution between two or more people. Ratio only is applicable on something there are more than one object. Okay. So if you this problem is, I have already said that this is the part which is also important for all the arithmetic chapters like profit and loss, time and distance, time and work, every chapter. Like in time and work, you will find that two people are working in 2:3 hours, or they are having their working efficiency as 3:4, like this. I will teach you those chapters later. Firstly, you have to know this chapter so that your concept will be clear, which you can implement on other chapters. Right? In this chapter, you will find several kinds of questions. Means it is limitless because these questions come from different chapters. So it is a basic chapter or a conceptual part of the arithmetic, or if you can, it is also applicable in what is called algebra also. X is to y equals to 1 is to. What will the value of x squared? X squared is to y squared, right? So it's a very basic thing. There are so many advanced part also. We will see these problems later in this session. So if you are if you want to build a concept in ratio and proportion, first you have to know how you distribute things, how you differentiate among them, and how do you calculate this. The second part is proportion, right? You have seen that there are two parts, ratio and proportion. What does proportion mean? X is to y equals to or proportion to 2 is to 3. You understand this? Is it understandable to you? X is to y is proportion to. This is the symbol of proportion. Okay? Means it actually it equals. It equalize. Proportion equalize. Ratio divide and proportion equalize. You have to learn both ratio and proportion so that you can divide things among people and also can proportion. Okay? This the chapter does not need much of so much relatable figures because this is a chapter which is a basic chapter or conceptual part of another chapter. So you have to solve problems from this chapter so that you can understand the concepts and also which you can also implement those in those questions and also in other questions in other chapters. Okay, as a basic chapter, firstly I am taking some questions which are very basic. Look at the first question. How will you calculate this? Two numbers are in a ratio of 5 is to 4 or 5 ratio 4. If the sum of two numbers is 810 or 810, then find the number. Four options are given. Okay. Firstly, you have to know that when you want to simplify any rational figure, like you have seen there is a rational figure like 5 is to 4, right? How will you simplify that? Suppose we take a figure 2 is to 3 or 2 ratio 3. What does this mean? This means the total part is 5. How do you calculate that? It's 2 plus 3. This is the total part. And this has been divided into two parts, 2 and 3. Right? So if the total part is given, like here it is 5, then you can calculate the divided means the part which has been divided into two figures or two numbers or two people, whatever it is. Like in this question, two numbers are in a ratio of 5 is to 4, right? And their sum is 810. How will you calculate, means how will you figure out the numbers? How will you do that? First you have to know that this 5 plus 4 is equals to 9, which is actually proportion to 810. Right? This is the total part, and this is the total part of that ratio. 9 is the total part of these two division 5 and 4, and also this means total part is actually 810. So we can say that 9 part is equals to 810. So what will be equal to 1 part? 1 part will be equal to what will that? What will be that? 90. Is it understandable to you? If you have any problem or if you face any issues, please do comment. I will reply you. Don't worry. So when you have to figure out or find the numbers, it is the value of 1, and you should know that 5 is to 4 means 5 into 1 is to 4 is to 1. Sorry, is to 4 into 1. So what will be the numbers? It will be 5 into 90 and 4 into 90, right? So what will be the numbers? 5 nines are 45, so 450 and 360. Now, what will be the answer? The right answer will be option C. It's a very basic part. So I have written so much things. I am making it simpler for you so that you can understand that easily. When the total number or sum of the two numbers or sum of 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers are given, we will just write down that, and 5 is to 4 is the ratio. How will you calculate two numbers? Just 5, 5 plus 9, 4 equals to 9, 9 into 810. That's the first number, right? That's 450. The second number is 4 divided by 9 into 810. Number will be 360. This is the method. This is a basic method, or what I have shown you earlier. You can consider that also. Like 5 and 4 total is 9. 9 part is equals 9 part is equals to 810. 1 part is equals to 90. Then you multiply them with 5 and 4. So 450 and 360. These are the two methods which you can apply. This is an advanced method and this is the basic method. First you have to understand this method, then you can move into this. Okay, this is a very basic thing. You will have several problems with this, and this kind of questions are also common in very basic level exams like in constable, in police constable. Okay, these questions also come in those kind of exams, in group D exam also. These are very basic part. Now I am moving to the next question. I think this you have understand. This you have understood, right? Look at the next question. A sum of $920 is divided among three figures x, y, and z in a ratio of, that is 2 by 3 is to 1 by 2 is to 3 by 4. Find the share of x and z. Okay, that's the question. Share of x and z. Now we have to simplify this figure first. Listen, if the figures are in not in a real number, you have to simplify them because you can't. Otherwise, the calculation will be a harder one. So you have to simplify. Now, how will you simplify these figures? This ratio. Firstly, you have to take the LCM of the denominator. Okay. So what will be the LCM of 3, 4, and 4? Sorry, 3, 2, and 4. It will be 3 into 4 only because 2 will not be considered. So in the list part it is 4. So 3 and 4 equals to 12. So what will be the simpler ratio? You will calculate like this: 2 by 3 into 12 is 2. 1 by 2 into 12 is 2. 3 by 4 into 12. Right? So the figure will be 3, 4, 2, 6, 4, 3. 4, 2, 8. This is 6. This is 9. This is the simpler part. Okay? This is simpler part. 8 is to 6 is to 9. Now you can calculate this as you have seen in the earlier one, where the total is given 810, right? Total is given there, and we have calculated like this. Now we have to do the same thing here. It's 8 is to 6 is to 9, right? and the total figure is 920. Okay, so the total is here. What is the total part? Just add them. 8, 6, 14, 14, 9. What does 14 and 9? 23. So just divide it 920 by and bring it here 23. What will be this? It's 4. It's 4 times. Sorry, 40 times. Okay. So, but the question, the share of x and z. X is 8, right? Is find the share of x and z together in together. So you have to do the addition again. 8 and 9. Just do it like this. 8 and 9. What is the is 17? Okay, just calculate it individually. It's 320. I'm just making just clearing it. Okay, I'm just clearing it. What was the figure? 8 is to 6 is to 9, right? Is 23, and that would be 920 by 23. It was 40. So this figure past x equals to 8 into 40, 320, and z, right? Z is 9, 9 into 40, 360. So the figure is 680. Maybe this is the wrong option. Should be 680, right? 680 is the answer. Okay. The option is wrong. It doesn't matter. In questions, in also the set of PSN, there you may find one or two wrong options. You will get the right option. You will get the number if you attend that. Okay, keep it in mind. Don't just attend all the question if you are attend every question if you are confident. Okay, it's 680. 680 is the answer. You can also calculate it like 8 plus 9. What is that? 17. 17 into 40. Same thing. You can also calculate like this. You just can you add this and this figure and multiply with this 40. Answer will be the same, right? This is 680. It's not 980. It would be maybe 680. Okay, no issue. I think it is understandable to you. Have you understood? I'm moving to the next one. Look at this. This is another type. I've said that there are a lot of types. So because this is actually the basic part of another chapter, so there are a lot of types. You may find questions from time and work. You may find questions of average. You may find questions of mixture and allegation. Everything. On advanced part, you will have questions from different chapters, but those will be under ratio and proportion. Okay, so learn it very carefully so that you can implement your knowledge in the next chapters. So look at this problem. Question number 3. What is that? A is to B or A ratio B is proportionate to. Just read like this. A is to B equals to 5:7 is okay, but methodically or logically it is A ratio B proportionate to 5:7. Okay, I'm also reading it as a simple way. 5 is to B is to C is equals to 9 is to 8. So what is the value of A is to B is to C? Look at this. A is to B equals to 5 is to 7, and B is to C equals to 9 is to 8. Right? Okay. I'm writing it like this so that it will be simpler for you to understand. Look at this. A is to B equals to 5 is to 7. This 5, right? B is to C equals to 9 is to 8. You can see B is there in both the ratios, right? So if you want to make A is to B is to C with your basic knowledge, what will you do? You will just make it a single number, right? So what do you do? If the number is, you can say that it would be 14 is to 8 in the next ratio. B is to C equals to 14 is to 8. Then you had not need to do anything, just you had to multiply this ratio with 2. If it was 14, because it is divided, means 14 is divided by is divisible to 7, right? But in this case, what you have to do, you just have to multiply these two numbers. Look at this. A is to B equals to 5 is to 7 and B is to C equals to 9 is to 8. What you have to do, you just have to multiply 7 into 9, so and 9 into 7. Then the value of B, two ratios, but the rule is when you are multiplying one figure, you have to multiply the other also, because look at the fact that the ratio is the ratio is a divisible part of a total figure. What is the total figure? In 8, 9 is to 8, the total is 17, right? So if the part of B is getting increased and C will remain the same, will the total uh, same thing will be a total same thing? It is not. So what you have to do? You have to multiply 7 also in the next. Similarly, 9 is. So what will be A is to B in the new after multiplication? 45 is to 63 and B is to C will be 63 is to 56. Right now, both both the value of B is similar in both the ratios. Now you can say A is to B is to C is equals to 45 is to 63 is to 53. This is the answer. Option C. Okay. 45 is to 63 is to 56. So in this kind of questions, what you have to do, you have to make the value of both figures which are common in two ratios, just make it same. Like in A is to B, we have seen that it is 5 is to 7 and B is to 6, 9 is to 8. So what you have to do, you have to you can make the LCM also, but easier process is just multiply with the other number. You just no need to have you don't need to think many things. Okay, just multiply it, you will get the answer. And if this kind of questions will come, this is the basic questions, but it is also a popular question in PSC exams. So if this kind of questions are coming in your exams, I think you can only multiply those figures and the answer will, you can also you can get the answer. Okay, moving to the next one. If there is any problem regarding this, you should comment. I will reply you, and also I will try to solve that in the next video, next session. With question 4, there it's a similar kind of question. It's the same question, but it is of 4 picks. Go to the question. Sorry, you can see A is to B equals to 4 is to 3, B is to C equals to 3 is to 5, and C is to D equals to 10 is to 9, right? So what will be the ratio between A, B, C and D in together? What will be the ratio? Look, you have to simplify from the last one. So you have to start it from the last one. Look, A by B. A is to B equals to means A by B equals to 4 by 3. B by C equals to 3 by 5. Similar C by D equals to 10. Right? Now what do we have to do? Look, in this question, just make this first simpler. Simplify these two. There are in both figures it is 4 is to 3 is to 5, right? So you don't have to make it simple. You don't simplify this. This figure is to D, this figure. Right? This is the issue where the value of C is not same. So you can see that in this figure it is 5 and C is equals to 5 and D, C is equals to 10 in the next one. So you just multiply to make it simple. 30, right? 50. Oh, sorry. Don't need to multiply with 10. Just multiply with 2. It will be a 11. Plus 2, 3 is to 6, 6 and 10. Similarly, do it in the next one so that the value of B will remain the same. It's 2, 2, 8, 6. 8, 6, 6, 10, 10, 9. So now you can easily tell that the answer will be A is to B is to C is to D is equals to 8 is to 6 is to 10 is to 9. You understand? It's 8, then it's 6 in both the figures, in both the ratio, in 10, in 9. Right? This will be the answer. This is just like the last one, but it is of four divisions, 4 ratios. Okay. If you have any issue regarding this question, again, same thing, do comment. I will reply you. Moving to the next one. Look at this. This is a bit different question, but it is also easy question. Okay. Don't get confused. What's the question? Just read it. Go through the question first. A sum of money is divided between A and B in a ratio of 5:9. Right? If B gets 352 more than A, then what is the share of A and B? These questions or this question or these kind of questions can be solved in both ways, a basic way and also a advanced way. In basic way, you can say its share is 5x, B's share is 9x. And according to the question, B gets 352 more than A, right? B gets 352 more than A. So who gets the most? You can see that B gets the most. So 9x, 5x, 3, will get 4x equals to 352. X will have the value of 88, right? 4x 32, 3 will be there, and you can calculate like this. And then you can also find the ratio 5 into 88. Then be both is required. So you can just calculate one figure, which will be enough to get the answer. If there are same options, then you have to calculate both the figures. If in this question figures are not that tough, you can calculate just one and you will get another one. 5 8s are 40, and 4, 44. So this will be the answer. Option D will be the correct one. Option D will be the correct one. Okay, but the matter is you won't solve it like this. This will take a lot of. Why I'm saying that? You can do it another way. Look at this. I'm just erasing this. Okay, I'm just erasing this. I think you have learned the basic way. So I'm erasing it. Okay. Look at this. The figure, the ratio is 5:9, right? Okay. Look at this. So A and B are to the figures. A is to B is proportionate to 5. So what is the difference between these two figures? 5 and 9? 4. Right? 9 minus 5, 4. Simple thing. Simple thing. So here you can see the difference between the share of B and A is 352. And you can see that 9 has the if you are in a shared business, right? If you if you invest more, you will get the more profit. I think this is the justice. So you can imagine, it's not about imagination, it is a fact, real fact, that when you are investing more, you will get the more profit. So here B is getting the more profit, as means not the profit but the money, whatever you say. B gets more money, as in the ratio it is also more. So 4 is equals to 352, right? Just assume into 1 instead of 8. It will make your calculation very easy, and also it will not take much time like it takes in X. Means if you take late A ratio, means A share is 5x, B 1 is 9x. This will take more time. So just assume 4 equals to 4 part. As I have said that if 5:9 is the ratio, then what is the total part? It is total is 14. So in this 14, B gets 4 more than A. Similarly, in the question, B gets 354 more than A. So it is easy to think that 4 is equals to 4 parts is equals to 352. So what will be equals to 1 part? 1 part equals to 80. Now just add, sorry, in multiply this with 88, 440. Similarly, this will be 7.2. Right? D is the right answer. I think this is the easier process, as we have seen that the earlier one which we have seen with X, it was very tough, means it was time taking. It was a time taking process. But this is the easier process and this won't take much time. Just understand that there is a difference between this A and B, which is 4. And also in question you can see that there is a difference between their division of money, it is 352. So 4 equals to 352, 1 equals to 88. And just what I have said, that just assume 1 instead of x. You assume x with 5x and 9x. Just assume 5 into 1 and 9 into 1. Simple. Thus, if 1 equals to 88, then what will be 5 into 88? 440. That's simple thing. Okay. Remember this. This is the way which don't take much time. If you assume x, if you assume x and calculate with that, will take time. It will easily take time. Moving to the next one. The ratio of boys and girls in a school is 15:23, and the boys and teachers is 20:9. The difference between the number of girls and teachers is 39. Find the total number of students in the school. Look, in this question, you have the same thing, but with a more figure, another figure. Like you can assume boys, girls, and teachers at A, B, C, as you have solved this problem. this problem. It is like that. Question 3 is simply, question 6 is simply a advanced but a bit advanced part of question 3. Okay. Here you can assume boys, girls, and teachers as A, B, and C. Easy. So in this question, just take B as boy, G as girl, and E as teacher. Right. So what is the data given there? 15 is to 23 in the first ratio, and 20 is to 9 as B is to T. Right. So what I have said, you have to just simplify this, and you have to multiply both numbers so that the value will be become a one, means one figure. But if the figure is more than one digit, it's if it's a unit digit number, then you don't have to worry about anything. You just multiply. But if it is means two digit or three digit or more, just take the LCM of that. Just take the LCM. So what is the LCM of 15 and 20? It is 60. So to make 60, what will you do? You will have to multiply 4 in the first one and 3 in the next one. And what I have said that if you want to multiply it in one figure of a ratio, you have to multiply it in other figures. If it is 2, 3, or 4, you have to multiply them. So you have to multiply 4 here also, and you have to multiply 3 here also. So what will be the the simplify figure? And B is to G is to T equals to 60 is to 92 is to, it's 3, okay, it's not 5. It's 27. So what is given here? The difference between the number of girls and teachers. This is the girls, this is the teachers, right? But we have what we have seen in the earlier one, in the just previous one. Just take this difference. This difference is equals to 390. Okay. So what is the difference between them? 92 minus 27. 5. Sorry. 5 and 6, 65. 65 is equals to 390. Right. So what is equals to 1? 1 equals to, it is just multiplication of 6. 6. Okay. 1 is equals to 6. So what is the question given? The question is find total number of students in the school. Look at this. It is students. Students means girls plus boys, both. So you have to multiply 6 with this figure and this figure. Right? So multiply this. 60 into 6 is 360. And 92 into 6 is equals to 255. It's 552. So what will be the answer? 2, 1, 9, 12, right? I think the options are wrong here. The answer will be 9, 12, right? Don't go for the answer, just go through the method. Follow the method which is right one. You will find some questions in your exams which will not provide a right answer there. Maybe you will find none of the above. If you provide those kind of option, if your method is right, go for that and attend that. Don't skip that, because if you skip that, you won't get the points, means the numbers, marks, whatever you say. But if you attend the question, if your answer is a bit wrong, means if in this question the calculations are okay, is 912, but in somehow if I will calculate wrong, and if it will come out as 902. And if you have answered it, means if you have attempted this question, you will get the point, you will get the marks. If you haven't, you don't get. It is just okay, just pass through that. But if you attempt the question If you will attend the question, you will get the mark because the options are wrong there. Okay. So the answer will be 912. No options are right here. This is the correct answer. So I'm repeating it again. Just assume B, G, and T as boy, girl, and teacher. 15 is to 23 is given there, right? And 20 is to 9 is given there as boys and teachers ratio. So 60 is to 92 is 27 as you have taken is the ratio of B is to T, G is to T. As you have taken the ratio, the LCM of 15 and 20 is 60. 4 multiply it with 4 and 3. This will be the ultimate ratio. But I have taught you that if you are calculating the difference, just means the difference between here you can see the number of girls and teachers. Difference is 390, right? So, but just find the means the difference of two ratios, okay? And the difference of the ratios will be the actual figure. Okay, so here is the 65. 92 minus 27 is equals to 65. 65 is equals to 390. 65 parts. It's not that 65 is the exact part. So the 65 part is equals to 390. So one part is 6. As I have said it earlier, that you can assume x here, but it will take a long calculation. You have to make it will be a time taking one. So just assume into 1. So 1 equals to 6, then 60 equals 60 into 1. So 60 into 1, 1 equals to 6. So 60 into 1, 60 into 6 will be there. So 360 plus 92 into 6, 552. What will be the total number of students then? 912. Options are wrong. Is okay. 912 is the answer. Just go to the next one. Move into the next one. Look, it is also a same kind of question, but a bit different. The ratio of number of boys and girls in a school is 7 is to 8. The boys get increased by 20% and girls by 10%. Both the means then what will be the new ratio of girls and boys? So this kind of questions can be calculated by two ways. Firstly, I am showing you. Okay, I am showing you only one way. First, look at this. Here, boys is to girls is to 7 is to 8. 7 is to 8, right? You can assume 7 as 700 and 8 as 800. Whenever you see there is a figure is said that increased or decreased by percentage, just multiply the rational means in the figure in the ratio with 100. The calculation will be H01, that is why. Nothing else. So 20% increase, right? And 10% increase. So what will be the new ratio? 20% of 700 means what is that? 700 20%. What is that? Simply 140. And also 800s. Similarly 800s. Just erasing this. 800s. 10% is 80. Okay. So what will be the new ratio? It's 8. It will be increased by 80 and it will be by 140. So you have to do it with in your brain. Okay. You don't need to just calculate this. I am just showing it to you so that you can understand this. Do these things in your mind. Just write down 7 is to 8, then 700 is to 800, then just multiply. 20% means 7 into 2. Just do 7 into 2 and 8 into 1. 80, 140. Simply. Simple. Okay. I'm erasing this. So it is 840 is to 880. It is to okay. Then 84 is to 88. So what will be the figure? It is again it is wrong. Oh, there is option none of the above. What will be? It will be 21 is to 22. Just don't get confused. There isn't any option there like this. Yeah, option will be none of them. The right answer is 22 is to 21 is to 22. That is the right answer. Okay. It is divisible by 4, nothing else. Okay. 21 is to 22 is the right answer. None of the above is the right answer. Option D. Go for the next one. I think this last one was understandable to you, right? It is a simple equation. What I have said that whenever you find there is a in the question you can find 20%, 10%, just assume it as 700, 800. If it was given as 9 is to 9 is to 10, then what will you take? 900 and 1000. But if the ratio was 2 is to 3, you would have taken 200, 300. Fine. That's it. Go for the next one. Okay. This is a favorite question for SSC. The last question, this kind of questions are you can see in question 7. This question 7 you can see it in SSC, PSC, police exams, in every exams. But the next question is specially for SSC. Now in PSC you can find also this kind of questions. This is a bit tough question, not tough but tricky question, and it is of algebra. I have said it earlier that this chapter, ratio and proportion, is a conceptual chapter. It is to build your concept, nothing else. No question will be there in the question from this chapter, but another questions which will come from time and work, or this is of algebra, this is of ratio also. This is of two chapters. So it is the conceptual part, and you have to make your concept very clear so that you can implement this your knowledge in the advanced chapters. There will be different questions also, but these questions are also important. Don't forget that. Don't skip this also. So, what is this question? If 4x square minus 3y square is to 2x square plus 5y square is equals to 12 is to 19, then what is the value of x square is to y square? We have to know that this is actually a simple question, but the figures may make you confused. I'm just doing it. Look at this. 4x square minus 3y square. What I have said, ratio means also division. So by 2x square minus 5y square is equals to 12 by 19. Right? Just multiply this. Cross multiply this. What will be this? 76 x square minus 57 y square equals to 24 x square is 24, right? 24 x square minus 60 y square. Okay. So what will you do next in this next line? 76 x square minus 24 x square. What is that? It's 52 x square. Calculate first so that you can solve questions. And this will become plus there. This is minus. Sorry, this is plus. I have just made it wrong. This is plus, and that is also plus. So what will be that? It is 117 y square. So nextly you can see x square minus 5 by y square is equals to 117 by 52. Right? You can cut it. Okay. It is divided by 9 divided by 4 by what 13. 13 4 is a 52. 39 is a 170. So you can write as 9 is to 4. Many people get confused here that x square by y square is 117 by 52, and there is no answers like this in the options. But you have to notice that this can make smaller. Okay, so it's 9 is to 4 will be the answer. The first one, 9 is to 4. Don't get confused. There are options like this. Like look at this: 9 is to 4, 4 is to 9. In B, in C, 16 is to 9, 9 is to 16. The options will be like this. The options won't like 9 is to 4 and 15 is to 19 and all like this. You will be confused. So this kind of questions, options are also, means you have to also go through the options very well and also solve this very well. If you make it wrong, and if you calculate like x square by y square equals to 4 by 9, you will also answer it wrong. Many people does it wrong. So don't get confused. This is the answer. Moving to the next one. There is also a simple question. This is a question of proportion. But I've said 7 ratio x proportionate to 17.5 ratio 22.5. How will you calculate that? It is given in points, right? So how will you calculate this kind of question? This is also a basic question, but a bit tricky. Why tricky? You have to calculate the figure of x. So 7 by x equals to 17.5 by 22.5. Right? Just cut it. Point gone. 7 1 the 7 to the 14. 3 7 5 the, so 725 the this, and it is by 9. So what is the value of x? X equals to 9. Right? It is a bit tricky question, but it's a simple question. It comes in basic exams. It's also part of basic question also. 7 is to x. 7, just read it like this: 7 ratio x is proportionate to 17.5 ratio 22.5. So in the next, 7 by x equals to 17.5 by 22.5, and you just cut out the points, and 725 is 175, and 25 into 9 is equals to 22, 225. So the answer will be x equals to 9. That's the answer. A is the correct one. Moving to the next one. Okay, this is another type. 2 years ago, the ratio of Shoham and Titan was 6:7. 5 years hence, what does hence mean? Hence means after. 5 years after or 5 years hence, whatever you say, their age. Acha, okay. This won't be there, this would be there. So 20 goes, nothing else. Don't have to worry about this kind of mistakes in your questions. The question is not about this. This is of the figures. 5 years hence, their age will be their age will become 7:8. What is the present age of Titan? How will you calculate this? It can also be calculated in both in two ways. One with x, or whatever is xt. Shoham as h, Titan as t, and also you can calculate in your brain also, which is very which don't take much time. First, I am doing it with a basic way. First, it is given that 2 years ago the ratio of Shoham and Titan was 6:7, and 5 years since it is 7:8. So you can write S as Shoham and T as Titan. So S minus 2 by T minus 2. Plus, if you assume, okay, first thing first. Assume the present age. I'm removing this. This is not of, I mean, what of this? Okay. Present age of Shoham is this percentage of ketone is T. I'm doing it in a basic way. I will teach you the advanced way in the next videos, in next classes. Today I will have more questions, but it's a basic part. So learn the basic first, make your concepts clear first. I will teach you how the advanced part means how to calculate these questions in a second. Okay, do it. Do you miss? Make your concepts clear in this session. It can be calculated easier. This part you don't have to write, just assume it. Okay, you just have to assume it in your brain. This is not nothing of your business. Just make it in your brain that a percentage will be S and T. Fine. So what are the equations? S minus 2 by T minus 2 is equals to, what is that? 6 by 7. Similarly, S plus 5 by T plus 5 is equals to what? 7 by 8. Is okay? Is it okay? Simplify this. What will be that? It is 7s minus 14, right? 7s minus 14 equals to 60 minus 12. So the equation will be 7s minus 60 is equals to 2. Here it is of 2 years ago. It is of 2 years ago. Now it is 2. Okay, it's 2 years ago. Just go through the question very well. This is of 5 years after this question. Okay, simplify this also. What is it? 8s plus 40 equals to this plus is equals to 70 plus 35. So we need a simpler one. What will be that? 8s minus 70 is equals to minus 5. Okay, these are the two figures. Okay, there is there is a blank page. Okay, after it. So what next? How will you calculate the percentage? How will you bring out the percentage of ketone? Just omit S, means omit Soham's age. How will you do that? We have got two equations. Okay, 7s minus 60 is equals to 2. 8s minus 70 is equals to 5. Minus 5 is 2. Is 2. So omit S. How will you omit that? Just what I have said, means it is of different kind, but this is the same thing you have to do. Just multiply this with the same number, with the number which you have to omit. You have to multiply this total equation into 8 and this total equation into 7, so that you can omit S. Yes, Soham. If they wanted the age of Soham, you would omit Ketan's age. Okay. How? Means you have to multiply 7, means multiply with 7 here and multiply with 8 here. But what I have said, if you want to multiply one figure, you have to multiply all the figures, may it be an equation, may it be a ratio, whatever you take. Okay. So simplify this. What will be this? This figure will become 56s minus 48t is equals to 16, and 56s minus 49t is equals to minus 35. Simple. Now subtract this. this will gone out, this will cut out, and this will become plus. Remember it, minus minus plus, and it is also minus, so it will be minus minus plus 2. So it is 1t, or you can write as only t, or t terms present age is equals to 16 plus 35. What is that? It is 51. So what is the answer? The answer will be 51 years. This is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. This is the way you can calculate this. Fine. There is a advanced technique too. I will take a bit different question in the next class so that I can teach you the advanced part also. This is of which you can do it in your brain, but just make your concepts clear. This won't take much time, which I have calculated here. So this will take 1 minute. If you are attending the if you are attending PSC exams, you will have 1.5 hour. If you are attending police exams, you will have 1.5 hour. So you can spend 1 minute in this kind of question. But if you are attending SSC exams, you will get 1 hour. In that case, you have to attend those advanced part, which I will teach later, which will be SSC special. And after that, I will also take another class on this topic, ratio and proportion, on bank special also. So don't forget to watch those videos also, those classes also. It will be helpful for you to make your concepts more clear. Clearer concepts will provide you a clearer implementation in the next chapters also. What I have said earlier, that this chapter is the concept chapter, is a conceptual chapter, which you will implement in the next chapters. So you have to learn it very well. 3 chapters are there as a conceptual chapter. Average, ratio and proportion, percentage. First of all, ratio and proportion. Then you have to learn percentage. Then you have to learn average. Okay, these 3 chapters are not for the questions. It is for the build up your concept, because 3 things you have to make clear: concept, and then limit means sorry, what I have said, not limitation, but it would be implementation and improvement. CII. This is the part you have to concept clear your concept, implement it, and then improve it. Don't overstep anything. Do it one by one. It is of no use. It is just for your just to help you how you improve your skills. So these are the conceptual parts, and you have to make it very clear. Moving to the so look at this question. Ratio of the boys and girls in a school is 9:7. If 25% of the boys and 20% of the girls are not interested for an excursion, then find the percentage of students interested for the excursion. You know, schools arrange excursions for the outer knowledge of the boys, means of the students. So, firstly, what I have said, whenever you find a question like means percentage is provided there in ratio, problems of ratio, just assume it, not assume, but just multiply the ratio with 100. So here, boys into girls, sorry, is to girls is equals to 9:7. What will I assume? 900 is to 700. 25% of the boys. So 25% of the boys. Right? What is the 25% of 900? Just do it like it. 25% means 25 by 100. If you have learned percentage, you won't write 25 by 100. Instead of, you will write 1 by 4 just in one step. Whatever it is, 4, it will be 215. So it is 215 for boys. It is 5, not 8, right? Like whatever. And 20% of girls. 20% of girls, and you know it will be 140. We have calculated earlier in a question, okay? It's 140, so 215 plus 140 is equal to 355, right? Now, what is the question? Then find the percentage of students interested for excursion. Percentage of students. What I said is the conceptual part, and is the first conceptual part. Percentage is another conceptual part, but it comes earlier than percentage. So, how will you calculate the percentage of students interested for excursion? Firstly, you have to. It is the numbers of students who are not interested in excursion. So, what is the interested? Who are interested? Just writing it like int means interested students. It is what is the total number of students here? 900 plus 700. Among them, 355 is not interested. So 1600 is the total minus 355. It is 5, 4, 12. 1245 students are not are interested for excursion. So what will be the percentage of students who are interested for excursion? How will you calculate that? The next question. Okay, 1245. Then I have to say means I am erasing this part. Which part I can erase? I am erasing this part. Okay. 215. 215. Okay. I'm erasing this part so that I can show you the calculation. How will you calculate that? 1245 students were interested. Among how much? Among 1600. So to calculate any percentage, you have to just multiply it with 100. Okay. 1245 divided by 16. How will be that? How will you calculate that? 1245. Firstly, it will be with 7. 112. Again, it will be gone by 7. Look at this. 125. Then again 7. 125. You don't have to calculate it further because there is only one option available for this. And also, if you find this kind of questions, go through the options also. Like if you have already find 16 here, this calculation will take time. 12 to make it 77. It's 77 to make it 7. You can see that 16 is there, and then only one option it is 16 available. So B is the correct answer. You just have to calculate this part only. You don't have to calculate this. When you have seen that there is 16, go for the option B. Right? It was a bit advanced question, not advanced, it is intermediate question. SSC can provide you with this kind of question, or it can provide this question. Moving to the next one. It's a simple question. X is to Y is to Z equals to 2 is to 3 is to 4. What will be among ratio among X by Y, Y by Z, and Z by X? And wait, we have done it earlier. This kind of questions have been done earlier. X is to Y is to Z. So 2 is to 3 is to 4. Two is to 3 is to 4. So how will you write that? It is simple. Just X by Y equals to 2 by 3. Y equals to 2 by 3. Y by Z equals to 3 by 4. And Z by X, right? Yes, it is 4 by 2. Is there any space? Yes. Okay, I will go to the next page. So the ratio is 2 is to 2 by 3 is to 3 by 4 is to 4 by 2 or 2, whatever you write. So this is just to simplify it. You just have to take the LCM. What will be that? 2 by 3 into 12, 3 by 4 into 12, 4 by 2 into 12, 3 4s are, 4 3s are, 2 6 are, 8, 9, 24. There is the option available 8, 9, 24. Yeah, it is option A. 8 is to 9 is 24. This is the answer. Sorry, okay. 12. Next, 13. It was a simple question. Look at this. Thomas, Juman and Suresh has invested 2 is to 3 is to 4 for a time period of 12 is to 8 is to 6. What would be the ratio of their profit? How will you calculate this kind of questions? These are a bit advanced questions. These comes in SDGL or statistical exams. Also, you can find these questions in bank exams. It is an advanced level question, a bit advanced, not too much advanced, but a bit advanced. Look, the investment is 2 is to 3 is to 4. Right? And the time period is 12 is to 8 is to 6. This RM, I can tell it is RM and S. This is also RM and S. This is investment, and this is time. Right? As I've said that this part is the conceptual part, so you have to have some knowledge of profit and loss. It is a very simple thing that whenever you calculate profit, it is just investment or capital into time. Okay. So here is a profit is very simply one that what is the profit percentage? Just multiply this. 12 into 2, 24, 24 and 24. It is 1 is to 1 is to 1. It is none of these. That is the answer. Just have a basic knowledge of profit and loss. That how you profit is not the profit and loss. It's part of. You can say it can come under this chapter also. So profit is investment or capital into time. Okay. So profit is equals to here 24 is 24 is to 24. 1 is to 1 is to 1. So one of this is the answer. Look at the next one. So look at this. Here in the question you have got the data of heads and feet, but we don't know how many birds and animals are there. But we have to find the ratio of birds and animals in our farm. Right? So we assume that there are 40 birds and 40 animals. Every bird has 2 legs or feet, whatever you say. The animals have 4 feet. Right? 40 birds, we just assume that 40 birds and 40 animals. It is an assumption. You have to solve it like this. You have to take 40 birds and 40 animals in each. Look at the procedure very well, carefully, so that you can understand the concept. It is a part of mixture and alligation. You have to solve it with alligation so that you can solve it earlier. Otherwise, you can assume it as X also. It will take a lot of time. It will be a long solution also. So assume 40 birds and 40 animals. Every 40 means every bird has 2 feet, right? So 40 birds will have 80 and 40 animals will have 60. How many legs are there? There are 100 legs. So how we alligation? How we calculate alligation? How will use the method of alligation? Well, I will take a class on alligation only. When I will solve you means I will have the class of mixture and alligation. I will do it later. First, make your concepts clear. H 160 100. We just have to put these numbers 80 and 160 into side, 100 in the middle. What we have to do, we have to subtract this from both the sides. Subtract from the bigger one to the smaller one. Don't calculate it like 160 minus 100 is 60. Is okay, but don't calculate it like 80 minus 100. It won't be that. It will be 100 minus 80. Understand? So 160 minus 100, it will be 60, and 100 minus 80, it will be 20. Right? So what will be the ratio? This is the ratio. This is the ratio. But you have to do this only. You don't have to do anything. This is the ratio. 60 is to 40 is the ratio. Sorry, 60 is to 20. To simplify this, 6 is to 2, and it is 3 is to 1. Option 1 is the correct one. 3 is to 1 is the right answer. I'm telling it again. We have to assume that there are 40 birds and 40 animals. So every bird has 2 legs and every animal has 4 legs. We know this, I think. 40 birds have 2 legs, so total number of legs will be 80, and total number of animals' legs will be 160. It's simple. So, but number is provided as a feet 100. So 100 is the standard one. You have to put your standard one or the provided one in the middle, and your assumption one will be on the two sides. As here the ratio is birds and animals, so it will collect. It will the data will be collected in a cross way. 80, 160 and 100 in the middle, right? So these data will, I mean, you have collected with the figures of animals, but it will be of birds. Similarly, this will be of animals. We'll go like this. Fine. So you have to subtract this with the standard one or the given one. 60 and 20. This is a simple subtraction. This is the ratio. This is the ratio of the number of birds and animals here. It can be also used in mixture, in sugar and water. It can also be calculated from this method can be used in there also. I will describe it on that chapter. Just make a concept clear. Just that put the standard number or the given figure in the middle, and your assumption on two sides. According to the question, there is a birds and animals. If it be animals and birds, you have to put it 160 in the left and 80 in the right. So you have to subtract that cross in a cross way, and the ratio will come. Okay. Moving to the next one. If you have any issues with this problem, I think I can. I will have classes on this later. But if you have any issues in this question, any issue regarding this method, allegation method, you should comment. We'll try to solve your query. Okay. I'm now moving to the next one. This will be the last question for today. 15th question. I will have again 15 questions of intermediate level, which will be important for SSC exams, and also some questions of banking exams will be there also. And later I will have. Okay, I will take previous SSC exams question. Okay, because SSC follows the pattern. PSC doesn't. PSC follows SSC. That is a fact. But SSC follows the pattern. So I will take previous year questions of SSC and will solve that for you to make your concepts more clear. Okay. Look at this. Go through this question. A 45 liter mixture contains milk and water in the ratio of 2:1. If water is added, the ratio becomes 1:2. How much water was that? This is also a question of mixer animation. Okay. So how will you solve that? Look, this question can be solved by taking x, assuming x as 2x, 1x means x, or x, 2x. Okay. But there is an easier way also, which is actually way to solve this in seconds. Okay. 45 liters of water, right? Sorry, what was that? 45 liters of water, right? Sorry, mixture. 45 liters mixture. 2:1 is the initial ratio, and the ultimate ratio is 1:2. After adding what? Water, not milk. So now I can write it like this. It's a ratio of milk is to water. So milk and water. What is the ratio? Initial ratio is 2:1. Ultimate ratio is 1:2. What is added? Water is added. So this part has been changed, right? This water is changed, but milk, this is milk and it is unchanged. But I can see, you can also see, you can see that milk is also changed in the proportion, is in the ratio. But you have to make it equal so that you can tell that yes, milk hasn't changed. So here you can see that 2 is here and 1 is here. To equalize this, what will you do? You can multiply the second equation with 2. Then the ratio of in the portion of milk will be equal in 2 ratios, in both the ratios, right? So I am what I'm doing. Look at this. What you are doing, you have to make the means unchanged part equal. So it is 2:4 now. What I have said, if you are multiplying one part, you have to multiply another parts too. So I have multiplied it with 2 in the part of water also. So now you can see I'm just forget this part. Forget this part. This is nothing there. Just assume nothing there. This is the first equation and this is the second equation, right? Water is added. So how much water is added? How much water is added? Water is added 3. But because the difference between 1 and 4 is 3. So 3 part of water is added in the next equation. And the total part, what is the total part in the first equation? It is 3, right? It is also 3. Is this 3? It is 3. This 3 and this 3 has no relation. Still both are 3. And what we have seen means what is provided in the question, that 45 liter water is there. Means mixture is there. Not water, 45 liter mixture is there. And total mixture is also 3. So we can see, means we can say that 3 part is equals to 45, right? Then 1 part is equals to 15. Is it clear? We have done earlier this kind of calculations too. Is equals to, okay. So here we can see that 3 part is also added in the next means water is added. So 3 is equals to 45. It is easy. So 45 liter water is added. I'm telling it again. Okay, I'm telling it again for you. How much is the first equation is 2:1. So what is the total amount of mixture is 3 part. What is the in question? What is given? The total mixture is 45 liter. So we can see, means we can see and we can say 3 part is equals to 45 liter, right? And 2 is to was the 2 is to 1 of acha. Hmm, hmm. Milk and water, right? 2 is to 1 was the first ratio, initial ratio, and the ultimate ratio is 1 is to 2 when you have added water. But milk was unchanged. This is the unchanged part, so you have to make it in a similar number. So you have to multiply 2 so that it will become similar one. So what will it become? It will become 2 is to 4 if we multiply with 2. So how much water is added? How much water is increased in the next part is 3, right? 4 minus 1, it is 3. And what we have seen, the 3 part is equals to 45. You can bring out 1 part is equals to 15, but it is not needed here. If the question means if the change was like if you means if the change was 4 here, if the change was 4 or any other numbers, then you had to calculate the 1 part, then you had to add 4, then it would be 60. But it isn't needed here. It is 3 here. In this question, it is 3 here. It is 3 here. Why the eraser isn't working? Yes, it is working. Okay. So the how much water was added? How much water was added? Water was added 45 liter. Option D is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer. It is the option D. D is the correct answer. 45 liter. Okay. This is for today's session. I hope you have understood all the problems. If you have any issues regarding anything, please do comment. I will reply you. I will obviously reply you and I will solve your queries. If it is possible, then I will solve your queries in the reply section. If it is not, then I will reply, means I will solve your queries in the next video before studying the video, or I will make a doubt clearing session also. Don't worry. So what we have learned today, we have learned the basic concepts of ratio and proportion. We have solved 15 questions where it has covered syllabus of PSC, SSC, and also a bit of bank. I don't think bank preparation can be such easier. So I will take special bank classes on ratio and proportion. The next class I will teach you some extraordinary questions, the miscellaneous questions, some tricks also, which will help you to crack SSC exam very well, because SSC takes means provides only 1 hour for 200 numbers. Okay. Moreover, we have learned quality questions, so which can I think which will be helpful for you to make your concept clearer. The next session will be a bit advanced. It will be not advanced, but it will be a bit intermediate or advanced. Both you can take, and there will be some different kinds of question also. So if you have liked this session, please hit the like button and share among your friends who wants this chapter to learn, who want this chapter to learn. Also, do not forget to subscribe, because after subscription only when you can see my videos in your feed, and obviously you have to hit the bell icon all, so that you can get notifications whenever I update any new videos or any class or any schedule new. Okay, so hope you have understood all these. If you have any queries, do comment, and also like, share and subscribe. Thank you. I'm signing off now.